Washington County has issued similar mask guidelines. In a statement, county officials strongly recommend that if you're not vaccinated, you wear a mask.
But if you are vaccinated, they suggest wearing a mask in indoor spaces to get more protection. Joining us live to talk more about this is Washington County Health Officer Dr. Christina Baumann. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. We're going to be talking about returning to school in just a moment, but first, want to talk about this mask guidance. Why issue this mask guidance now?
So we have continued to recommend that if you are unvaccinated, please wear a mask when you're out in public and especially indoors. The Delta variant is spreading very quickly. It is very serious. The absolute best option for protection is to get vaccinated, and we really encourage people to take that opportunity to prevent serious illness.
Yeah, I know we've been seeing over the past several months that people who may be having these rare breakthrough cases who are vaccinated and are still getting coronavirus are not getting as sick. Is that still the case, especially with the Delta variant?
So the vaccine is not 100%. It is not unexpected to see breakthrough cases. The concern right now is that Delta variant is very contagious. And so as the numbers rise, as there's more virus spreading in the community, we may see more breakthrough cases. Again, the vaccine is the best option to prevent getting serious illness and prevent hospitalizations.
Okay, and as far as the biggest trends you're seeing with COVID right now, does that involve just the unvaccinated pockets of the population getting COVID-19?
Absolutely. By far and away, the people that are being hospitalized right now are unvaccinated. So that is the biggest concern. We've come a long way as far as uptake of the vaccine, but we still have a large proportion of our community that isn't protected. We're strongly urging that they go and get the vaccine.
Yeah, well, let's talk about one part of that community that isn't protected. Children under the age of 12 right now cannot be vaccinated against COVID-19, and they're all about to head back into the classroom. So what are your concerns as we look ahead to a new school year?
Sure. So as we see rising cases going up over the last few weeks, they can continue throughout the summer, just as we're heading back to school. Schools bring together a lot of unvaccinated kids, spending a lot of time together. So the best option for people that can't get the vaccine, like children, is to wear a mask to help prevent getting and spreading the virus, especially in schools.
And
That
is
way
that
we can
something
keep all kids.
is that something you're advising districts to? I know local school districts are trying to make that decision of whether they're going to require children to mask up.
Yes, we've been in discussions with schools that have to make decisions about the policies moving forward. We have continued to recommend for people that are eligible for the vaccine to get it as we go into the school year. And if you are not eligible to get the vaccine, such as kids under the age of 12, we do recommend that masks be worn to prevent getting and spreading the virus.
Okay, and so like I have a daughter who's 11. She's turning 12 in September, so she'll be able to get vaccinated. A lot of her classmates, I think she's on the older end, might not be. So is that a case where just some would be wearing masks, some wouldn't, or are you recommending that like entire grades wear the masks?
It'll depend on what the school policies are. There may be differences between districts. Right now, it is possible that schools that serve children under the age of 12 may all have universal masking policies.
So looking at some of the other vaccines, on our plates, of course, kids who've been home for this past school year may have fallen behind some of the regular vaccination schedules. What do parents need to do to make sure kids are on track to head back to school?
Yes, thank you. That's also an important consideration as we head back into school. There are other contagious illnesses out there, and we have very good vaccines to prevent against them. There are vaccines against measles, whooping cough. Those are all things that can really circulate, especially in a school environment. So if you have a school-age kid, we recommend that you review your vaccination records, contact your healthcare provider to see if you've fallen behind on some of the scheduled vaccines, and make an appointment. Wellness checks for children are extremely important to have the opportunity to ask any questions about issues that are coming up and make sure that kids are meeting all of their milestones.
Important stuff that you don't want to be waiting until the last minute
No.
on. Yeah, Dr. Christina Baumann, Health Officer for Washington County. Thanks for joining us this morning. Always good to talk with you.